Oh, right. Wow, as I burped right into the beginning of this cast, we have a burp-tastic game for you today. We are going to be playing against Rockstar, and there's a couple of things that Rockstars hates. He hates laming, and he hates it when you TC drop him. So we're going to attempt to do both to him. We immediately sent our scout forward to try and lame as much as we possibly can. And he's like, no laming, no laming. Be nice to me. Me poor rock star. I don't like when people lame my stuff. So we're looking around for stuff that we can lame. And oh, we found the berries, so that's really wonderful. We're going to send one villager over to try and lame that as quickly as we possibly can. And also another thing that we found a little bit later on is there's some sheep over here. So this is really, really sweet. Now in the beginning with the Berber strat, there's a lot to micro. The first two villagers that are on a house both go forward after constructing that house. And then you get loom relatively early on. The scout is something to really worry about with the Berber strat. No. That sheep ain't going anywhere. That sheep ain't going. You know what? Doink! Out for Rockstar. And we weren't going to let him have this sheep. We were going to bring this sheep all the way back home. And he's like, no, you're not having it. Doink right back at you. Rockstar and I have a little bit of a rivalry going on. I think I'm up like 6-3 at this point, or maybe 7-3. Oh, you really disgust me. And I'm actually teasing because I think it's only like 4-3 or 5-3 in my favor. But we play each other relatively frequently, and we go for some crazy strats. And Rockstar's always convinced that he's the better player between the two of us. But then I pull some cheese out of my cheese hole and manage to somehow squeeze by a W. Rockstar currently is 1,300 elo, just to give you a little bit of perspective, and I've been clapping people who are 1,300 elo and above with this strategy. Now another thing that you do in this strategy is you build that forward lumber camp, and the reason that you build a forward lumber camp is so that you can get a TC rolling when required. Meanwhile, we are finishing up the lame over here, just trying to be as annoying as we possibly can be. We're killing all of the deer as well, and he's going to be laming his boar. It is a little bit unfortunate that we missed that boar, but he's really captivated over here in trapping this one villager. We are happily going to... Oh, got him! Got him! Oh, he was so distracted getting this one villager. Oh, trying to viper me over here. And you know what? It's totally fine because we will happily take your scout out. We will happily take that trade. That's for certain. The scout is the most scary element in your opponent's arsenal when they are Dark Age. And the reason for that... Oh, and he still can't take this board just because of this scout over here. That's kind of funny. I'm not going to lie. So he's eventually going to run out of food. So the reason that I think that the scout is the scariest thing in the opponent's arsenal in the beginning is because it can actually outspeed you. So when you take a bad Vil engage, what you do is you pull your villagers back to your lumber line, and then you have your weak Vils collecting lumber. But if they have a scout, they can quickly run over there and doink you. At home, we are trying to collect as much food as possible. We constructed a house that was not great, and we're probably going to construct a mill as soon as we do have that wood. Come on, poop. Yeah, there we go. And we're going to get all of those deers, multi-click. Trying to collect more wood over here. The important thing is that we're getting food and my opponent isn't. Actually had to build palisades around this boar just so that Rockstar wouldn't take it. And honestly, I should have built palisades around these deers as well, because Rockstar, he's a cheeky boy. He doesn't have anything to do over here except for get wood or try to get food. So he knows that there's dead deers over here. Dead deers is better than no deers, I suppose, my dear. Deer. Hey, no laming. You're a horrible human being. Why lame my beautiful sheep? He lamed my sheep. I had stolen that sheep, and then he lamed it. He should have just let me have the food. I'm just saying. And now we are at the point where we can actually TC drop. We have 200 and 81 wood. And you're probably thinking to yourself, well, that's not going to work. You need a little bit more wood. So we are going to save up some wood, trying to get some villagers over here. And we are still down in the total number of villager count. Oh, look. Oh, Viper-esque. Oh, woman, you not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere, woman. But he's going to have a very, very hard time continually producing villagers when he only has nada on food. Zero. Zippo. And this is exactly what we want to see. We want to see him put a whole bunch of villagers on food to waste a whole bunch of that wood, so that once this happens, we can TC drop. Oh, that was really unfortunate. Losing another woman over here. Trying to dip, dodge, duck, and dive. But eventually that is going to go down. And we can't really come through over on this side. We are going to wall off that lumber camp just to deny as much as we possibly can. And now it is time for Rockstar's favoritist part in all of Age of Empires. The Berber TC drop. Now, I know you're thinking to yourself, this shouldn't work, and it really shouldn't work. It's really stupid, it's dumb, it shouldn't work, but the reason it does work is because your opponent oftentimes doesn't have enough wood to repair. In addition, this can give you an avenue to stop all of their farms from being farmed. If you look at Rockstar, he still has 0 on food. He's not going to be able to create a whole bunch more villagers. And now, slowly but surely, the villager number is going into our advantage. In addition, we can kind of sneak in over here and make his wood really inefficient, shoot those houses, and get ourselves into the lumber line. That's why I built this TC over here, because I know this is his only lumber line. I denied this one over here. There's nothing over here, and we are on this one. So if he was on this one, we would know. And yeah, just trying to stop and be annoying as much as possible. Now, this TC of ours may actually go down, as we do have to retreat 1 for 1 over there. But we are up in the villager count because he's not able to produce villagers. We have 4 villagers more if we can get all of these villagers out, which I'm not too sure that we can. Ooh, yeah, that guy's dead and that woman's dead. And at this point, I was not feeling too good about the situation. But all things considered, we are still up 3 villagers. Yes, he has a TC over here, but we can do something else. We're going to switch up the whole game plan. Bring the villagers who were collecting food over here. And I'm like, oh, F. Probably shouldn't have brought every single one that was collecting food. Let's just build a mill over here to collect minimalistic food. We would like to have a little bit of food, a tiny bit of food, the smallest amount of food. And Rockstar must be feeling really good about himself. I mean, he's 300 score ahead. He's like, you're a horrible person, but I'm still going to beat you, yada, yada, yada. And I told you we were going to switch it up completely. That was a lie. We are going to go right back to that same spot, and we are going to try and deny as much as we possibly can once more. Now, Rockstar is also not super familiar with TC drops, I guess, because if you look, he only has 9 in here, and he should definitely have 10. Oh, we try and repair. Oh, we don't have any stone. We are a dip schnip galore over here. He has 700 wood. There's no way that he should possibly lose this. He has 10 on wood, and I have 15 on wood, and this villager has to walk really far away. He is the feudal, so I was wondering what is the strategy here? Does he just want to keep this up to a feudal? Now he's going to try and repair. Oh, we should have definitely shot that one villager over there. Oh, that's kind of unfortunate. We have 500 wood ourselves, and we have more on wood. He does something that I definitely don't agree with. And that's the following. He spends 100 on a mining camp. Then he spends another 175 on a barracks. I think he wants to go for archers. But dude, you're running out of wood quickly. And we're not going to stop. We're going to keep fighting you until every single one of your villagers is dead. The craziest part about this particular strategy is that if you get your opponent's TC down, there is no escape. Your villagers outrun their villagers. So you can actually make it so that your opponent cannot run from this. And now all of a sudden he only has 138 wood, not even near enough the amount of wood. And we bring all the boys, all the girls, hunt him down wherever you can. He is still, after all of that, 2 villagers down. And we're going to find absolutely whatever we can. Kill, destroy, maim, everything. Now, given we kind of let a couple of them slip through the cracks, which I figured would happen, but as long as we get a big enough differential, we'll be in a really, really good spot. Also, thank you for all the farms. He should have definitely deleted these farms. There's no reason when your opponent, he had this game. Big mistake, building the mining camp. Big mistake, building the barracks. Another big mistake, not deleting his farms. That is so much free wood that he's giving me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? 10 farms. That's 600 wood. Thank you, Rockstar, for giving me 600 wood. Meanwhile, villagers are dropping like flies on this gold. He is down to 25 villagers to 35. We are up 10 vills, making this even a little bit more efficient. What used to be over here again? I have no idea. Probably something insignificant. Sorry, I gotta mess with Rockstar a little bit. He always gives me some BS. These guys are still collecting food over here, and now I was so happy when I realized that he was over here. I figured that he would be over here somewhere. So we're gonna snipe this one villager over here, and we're not gonna fight this for too long. Get that one and run. That guy's gonna go down. That's okay. We just want to make it inefficient for him. We have more villagers at this point. I kind of was under the understanding that we had more villagers. Actually, we have 13 more villagers, and we just grab everybody. We just grab all the boys and girls. Those villagers that slipped through the cracks, that was annoying because they are now constructing archery ranges, and he's hoping that at some point he can have some archers out on me. I think he actually found this gold over here that he's going to be mining from, and I just didn't realize it. But oh, the massacre over here. The absolute massacre. He's at 24 right now, and they are slowly but surely dropping. And my guys outspeed him, so he's actually going to reveal where his base is by going to his base. Oh, can we snipe this guy, please? He's slowly but surely going to go over to his base, and more villagers are dropping. We're bringing additional villagers just to make sure that everything here gets absolutely decimated. And that's why I was talking about, when you TC fight with Berbers and you win that TC fight, try to do some cheeky quick walls. But now he's only down to 16 villagers. He lost another 10 over there. And now the archers pop out, but he only has 2 of them. And we're not really too concerned about 2 archers because we could actually just engage against these archers as well. Fight absolutely everything. But now we see that he has a TC there, which indicates to me, oh, I gotta go to feudal quick, and we gotta get either some skirmishers out, or we need to get some scouts out depending on our resources. Now we are a little bit food heavy at the moment because we took 600 wood worth of farms, so we are going to opt for the scout play. But now it gets kind of awkward because Rockstar is a slightly faster player, so he's going to kill one, and yeah, we gotta run away over here, and he gets another one. So he's slowly but surely bringing this vill count back, but we're still up 21 villagers. This is our game to lose. If we can't figure out a way to kill 5 archers, we're roasted. We need to be able to kill 5 archers. You can't just call GG over here. Doesn't matter how inefficient all of your stuff is. You gotta make it so that these archers go down. You gotta have wood somewhere. And you know what? That straggler tree is a perfect source of wood, if you ask me. Gonna chop that, gonna run back. If we lose 1 or 2 villagers, it's okay. That woman stays alive. We have too many garrison, but that's okay. We're just going to be able to build a stable, and if we can get enough scouts out, we can probably clear out these 6 archers, was my thinking at this time. Also, really nice from him to go over to that goal. Do we actually see? No, we don't see that he's on that goal. We are aware of that goal, but we're not on that goal. I realized that these archers were running around over here, so we are going to run these back. And just making sure that we have enough scouts. It wasn't quite the time. I wasn't sure if he had seen it yet or not, but now I kind of felt like I had to go. And, not the greatest engage. Losing a whole bunch, but as long as we do slightly even, would have been nice to have 1 or 2 more over there, but I'll take that. I'll take that. Only has 3 left now at this point, and we can produce these scouts relatively easily. Also, he has fletching on these boys, and we don't have any upgrades whatsoever. And now he's going to try and harass over here as well, but that's all fine because we have 2 additional scouts coming out, which we send 1 by 1. Why do we send 1 by 1? You can see that Rockstar is definitely the faster player. I have to give him credit where credit is due. And he has so many on gold over here, actually producing another barracks. I guess he wanted to get spearmen out as well. He should have a barracks over here, yeah. I guess that's kind of an awkward barracks to produce from. And we did manage to get all of these archers, and we want to put pressure as much as we can on Rockstar because we know that we are ahead. Actually, we are ahead by 19 villagers. As long as we don't lose a whole bunch of additional villagers, we should be in a solid spot. Also, I didn't want to take the foot off the accelerator in terms of military, but we only had 1. We should have definitely made some more military buildings. That is for certain. My military production is hurting. I mean, how can he be up for military when we have so many more resources? And is he even going to pick off another one over here? Well, we finally did produce those extra military buildings. If you're not winning the fights and you feel like you're economically ahead, you probably just need additional military buildings. A little bit awkward with the spear there, so we are going to pump out some skirms and just send the villagers to fight the spearmen. Why not? And run them around. Really awkward stuff over here. He's trying to snipe that. I'm trying to snipe his spear and now run these guys after. And I felt pretty good about this. Especially with more skirmishers coming out. We still have a whole bunch more scouts coming out. And I don't think he can comfortably keep producing these archers and throwing them away in this nature. And once we do clear this up, we can always harass with these scouts. Especially since we're up, only 14 at this point. Can he actually bring this back? No, right? There's no way. Well, the housing doesn't help. And now we do have the defense upgrade, and I figured, you know what, why not get the attack upgrade as well? We have some on gold to potentially make it to Castle Age at some point. But Rockstar, he doesn't give up, running around, trying to snipe whatever we can. Making sure that his military is at home and not harassing me is very important, as we are not walled at all. And Castle Age from him before me. Absolutely insane how he managed to get there. I really don't know how. I have no idea how he got to Castle Age. But it's fine. We have significantly more eco, so even though he does get to Castle Age slightly before us, we can do harassing over here. These villagers are like gold for him at this point, and we are sniping one after the other. That must be painful. Yike! Another one over there. And we're just keeping him occupied. This was so annoying. Minimum range from skirmishers. Come on! So we bring over these additional skirmishers to clear out these spearmen. And I think the skirmishers really helped out because they countered both the spearmen and the archers. So that was definitely the play in my book. Trying to just deal with these spears. So annoying. So annoying. And we finally found this gold, and we sent those scouts to deal with that. And he's going to hit castle, and then we're going to hit castle. But he's not even going to be able to produce a whole bunch more archers if he doesn't have any gold income. We're going to try and take as many of these as we possibly can. Not great. And we double-clicked. We double-clicked. F. Just wanted to send him a bunch of free villagers over here. Also, that's quite a big ball of archers. 16 archers over here. So I was thinking to myself, you know what? We probably should go for a siege workshop. See if we can get 1 or 2 of those. And we're also doing a whole bunch of work with these skirmishers. As much as we can, we want to reduce these numbers. Because 13 is already a lot less scary than 16. And he's just in this tiny low area. He doesn't have any room to expand. He doesn't have any gold. And he doesn't even have a market to keep producing these archers. So he's in a predicament. In addition, we're getting bloodlines. We're going to be getting knights as well. And it's going to be tougher and tougher and tougher for him to deal with the onslaught of additional troops. He can be the best player in the world. But in this particular situation, if he doesn't have the eco behind it, he's not going to be having a great time. We also have to keep track of where his archers are. And then once his archers come in, we want to get a full surround on them. Oh, absolutely decimating 2 of those. But I felt like with enough of these boys, especially with these knights coming around as well, we want to go for the full surround over here. Yeah, that's pretty okay. They get some spearmen in there. Definitely got a whole bunch of value from the spearmen. But we clear up the spearmen quickly enough. And there's still enough knights. And are these light cav yet? These are not light cav, are they? Not the best engage, not the worst engage. Why are we walking slowly? Run, run. Get out of there. Get out of there. Getting some mangonels as well. We want to basically trap this army and debate him into... Because he knows he has to do damage, right? So if we have a whole bunch of army and he comes in... Oh, we can even just like run around and do some damage over here. Keep him at home. He doesn't have anywhere to expand to. What is this over here? I didn't even realize that he went over here. When did he go over here to... Oh my god. This is why you should use your scouts, boys and girls. I didn't know about that. I really didn't know about that. I was even scouting around with some of these scouts to see where he was. But that was a surprise to me. And he's going to try and snipe some of these. And we're just going to run away. Just trying to keep him occupied as much as we possibly can. Bring that mango out to basically destroy everything. And we can actually take engages against spearmen, especially with knights. He can't afford pikemen, so that was a really good indication of how weak his eco was. Now he gets pikemen, but he only has 2? So is that really even worth it? I think getting a whole bunch of additional spearmen might actually be the better play in this particular regard. We want to snipe these archers, but we don't want to just throw these mangoes away. It's a little bit of an awkward situation, and you know what? End this game castle. Smack him with the end this game castle. Also, I like that he tried to snipe this mango, but we just repair as much as possible, sniping his pike. And there's just a lot of hecticness going on, but I knew that he was trapped in here. I didn't know about this little base over here where he actually has another TC pumping out villagers. But we are up a total of 22. I know I keep going back to this, but I think this is very, very telling. If you are winning or not is the total amount of villagers. He is dropping villagers left and right, and we are going to just speed this up because at this point it's just slaughtering. Yeah, he has all of these archers over here, but 16 archers. If you get enough knights into that, a little bit unfortunate with those pikemen. Just run them around. And he, look at the amount of idle villagers over here. That's super awkward. And I knew once this castle went down here, I figured, you know what? He's probably going to run these villagers out over here. So sure enough, oh, my forces were so ready. They were so ready for this, man. Get him! Oh, the slaughter is about to be commenced over here. I guess I didn't know about this either. The cheeky villagers hiding in the corner over here, but we killed so many of these villagers. He's down to 35 vills. We literally have double the amount of villagers than my opponent, than Rockstar. Rockstar really gave it his all. He's even going to come in with a latch-ditch effort over here. And I thought, you know what? It'd be kind of fun if we could get a big bada boom over here. Building additional light cav and knights to eventually finish this around. Trying to get some damage over here as well. Do have to pull. He's going to get a whole bunch of kills over here, of course. But still, we don't care. Even if he gets a kill or two, it's not a big deal. We're absolutely raiding and decimating everything that was over here. I think we're even going to pump out a ram or two eventually to try and clear up. That's at least what I normally do, but I think maybe in this particular situation we don't do that. We were focused over here very much so, and we have the 2 mangonels ready. Nowhere to really go, nowhere to really hit. It would have actually been good if he went over here, because I actually do have 14 villagers that he could have sniped. Also needed to construct another lumber camp on that one, that's for sure. And here come the mangoes. And now it's super awkward, because this way he has a whole bunch of skirms to deal with. And the other way, he has 2 mangoes to deal with. So really difficult decisions for him. What's he going to do? And we're just going to bring all the cav that we possibly can to slow down the progression in this way. And ooh, bad shots from me. Can we get one big mangonel shot? Oh, miss. Oh, that was a good one. Oh, that was great. And everything is cleared up over here. He only has this sneaky base over here that I didn't realize that he had. And I was wondering why he was playing on. And I was like, you know what? Sure, whatever. Are you still alive? No. And they just passing. I didn't even realize that he was over here. I probably should have looked at the minimap at a certain point. So he went for tons and tons of ranges. But what good are the ranges going to do? These guys are just going to get gold over here. I had no idea that he was over here with so many forces. So even building another TC over here, I think he even gets that up. I'm telling your wife how bad you are. I don't like it. I love this strat for Rockstar so much. He's so deserving of this strategy. 106 to 66, so about 40 kills in my favor in this particular game. And you could see it really happened when he decided to go feudal. I think the feudal was a mistake. I think he should have just stayed in the TC fight. I think he could have won that TC fight. And then from there, it's a whole different game. Anyway, guys, thanks for walking. I really do appreciate all of the support. And I know this wasn't maybe the most innovative game, as it's just the Berber strat again, but I thought it was fun to post a Rockstar game, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for walking.